tactics to deal with it. How can we manage stress? So I believe that no one here is sitting who has no stress in their life. Life is full of stress and joys and all types of joys and sorrows we find in our life. But we can see somewhere we are very much taken back by this incident, and this is stress in our life. How does this occur? What is stress? Can anyone tell me what is stress? What is stress in a simple language? What is stress? Can anyone tell me? So it is a feeling of emotional and physical tension. Not only tension that is physical, also emotional, also mental. It is a pressure that is striking us physically, emotionally and mentally. So it can come from any event or thought that makes us feel frustrated, angry or nervous. So it can be. Stress can come from any event that makes us feel very much frustrated. Either we show it or we get it. It can make us feel frustrated, it can make us feel nervous, it can make us feel angry. So, some persons are like this, that they show the stress, but some people are like that they do not show the stress. They keep this stress inside and they somehow try to deal with it, tackle with it, but the hidden stress is all the more very much destructive. Stress in any form is causing destruction to us physically, mentally and also emotionally. So we have to have somehow to handle this situation, somehow to manage this situation. We are all sitting here working in a profession. So the stress which we all bear is a occupational stress. We call it work stress. So stress can be to anyone. It doesn't mean that the persons who are at job, who are working, they only face the stress. There can be general causes of stress. There can be stress at work. There can be stress for the students also. So stress is found, nowadays stress is found with everyone. I believe that there are 99% of people who are having some or other stress. Might be only 1% people are there who are not having any stress. But what are the general causes of stress? Fear, anxiety, pain. These are some of the general causes that gives us stress. But what are the causes of stress at work? We all are working and we can cite many examples for the stress at work. What are the general examples? Career concern, the most important factor, the career concern that gives stress to each one of us. Then our role, how do we play our role at our work? Can we be successful or can we be a failure? This is also another thing. Then work overload. We all are facing this. So work overload is another concern for the stress in work. Stress at work, occupational stress is more or less because of work overload. Then we have poor working conditions. Poor working conditions means the conditions which are not suitable to us, still we are facing it, still we are working in with that condition. That is poor working condition, another cause of stress. Then we have the lack of support system. The place where we are working, if we are lacking some or other type of support, then also we are in stress. So stress has many causes. Stress can arise from simple causes to very difficult ones also. So the simple causes of stress, the general causes of stress can be handled. But now today in this session, we will learn how to handle stress at work, how to handle the what are the general person assists that a given situation about to exceed his or her ability to cope and consequently will endanger his or her well-being. When a given situation is such that we cannot cope with it, we cannot cope with that situation, we find that we are in stress. A simple formula to stress is when the pressure is greater than resources. When our pressure is greater than our resources, we have stress. So, how to stress occurs when the pressure is greater than the resources. A simple formula to it. The next slide, sir. Now we have the different, there are two types of stress. Generally, have you heard of it or not? The eustress and the distress. Eustress is the positive stress and distress is the negative stress. Then a question arises, how can a stress be positive? Yes, of course, stress is also positive. In that type of positive stress, we have, it energizes us, it motivates us to do that work more, and it makes a change in us. And somewhere or other, it gives a positive outlook and makes us capable of overcoming the obstacle. Means, by having this stress, this positive stress, we are energized. We are energized to do that work, to achieve something, to achieve our goal. This is that type of stress. And the other one, that is distress or the negative stress that mostly all of us are having or feeling somewhere or at some point of life. This is the negativity that affects us, and I can give you example. Suppose there is a loss of job, suppose there is a serious injury, suppose there is a divorce or separation. This all comes under the category of distress or negative stress. So here you can see in the table given the signs of the eustress. What are the signs of the positive stress? What sign can you find in a person having a positive stress? It provides productive energy, helps to increase focus, increases motivation, and is often experienced as excitement. Excitement to do anything. Overexcited. Just like our leader himself. He is overexcited. Anything you give him, any job he is assigned, he is overexcited. I don't think that he is in distress. He is always in eustress. So, it improves the performance and associated with confidence that yes, we can do that work, we can overcome it, and expectation of a positive outcome. So these are all the signs of the eustress. Then we have the distress, that is the negative one, that reduces the energy, that gives us that we cannot focus it on anything properly. Then it increases our procrastination behavior. Procrastination here means postponing the work to other day or postponing that situation that we do it later on. That is procrastination. Then is often experienced as a fear concern. So this all that you are seeing here, these are the signs of distress. How we can find that a person is in distress or he is in eustress. By this simple signs or these things you can see that a person is in distress. Now the next one, sir. Here comes
example है positive और negative stress.
Positive stress or negative stress. For example, from
positive समाज या negative
the most live example. Positive stress sir ये हम आपको बताएं.
बात आ रहा था.
Stress, negative stress में जैसे कोई एक्सीडेंट हो गया अचानक कोई
that is the positive हमको लगता है.
पॉजिटिव आउटलुक जिसमें रहता है, एक्साइटमेंट है कोई काम को पूरा करने के लिए, दैट इज अ पॉजिटिव.
निरंजन सर में तो नेगेटिव ही दिखाई पड़ता है, लेकिन सब हम पॉजिटिव करते हैं.
वो अपना अपना देखने का नजरिया है. the adverse reaction that is produced by the system that demands placed on them at work, excessive pressure or other types of demand when they are at work. That is excessive pressure of the work that we cannot cope up with. That is work stress. And stress we cannot call it, or we cannot just give it under the category of illness. It is not an illness. It is a state. However, if stress becomes too much excessive or prolonged, it may take the type of mental or physical illness. But at the initial level, we cannot call stress an illness. Now the next one. The sign or symptoms of work-related stress, which can be physical sign, psychological and behavioral. So physical symptoms which you will face a person having work-related stress is changes in the sleep pattern, then fatigue, indigestion, headaches, pain, breathlessness, sweating and trembling. You can all associate with your symptoms, the symptoms which you all are having. It is a physical one or a psychological one or a behavioral one. So physical symptoms of work-related stress are lack of concentration, memory lapses, difficulty in making decision, confusion and panic attacks. These are some of the symptoms that are these are physiological symptoms, and then behavioral symptoms of a person having work-related stress, that appetite changes. Psychological symptoms. And we have the behavioral symptoms that a person faces when he is having a work-related stress, that is appetite changes. Either he eats too much or he stops eating. Or fidgeting, nail biting, restlessness and intake of alcohol. These are all behavioral changes that occurs in a person when he is facing work-related stress. So the next slide, sir. Now we come to the point. We have all listened so far that there are so many types of stress. What is stress? How will we manage this stress? What is stress management? How can we manage this stress? So stress management offers a range of strategies to help you better deal with stress and difficulty in your life. These are techniques, these are strategies that can help you to tackle with the stress, that can help you to manage it, that can help you to cope with it and to work under it. What can we do? Managing stress can help you lead a more balanced and healthier life. If we manage stress, we all know that we have to work under stress, but we have to balance it and work accordingly. So when we balance it, and then we can move to a healthier position, a healthier life. Stress management involves controlling and reducing the tension. How we can control it, how we can reduce it. And it is a wide spectrum of techniques and psychotherapists aimed at controlling a person's level of stress, especially the chronic stress. These are certain techniques which enable us to deal with the chronic stress. How we can deal with it? We have to manage if we want to stay healthy physically and mentally. So we have to manage the stress. Many of these techniques cope with stresses one may find in themselves, withholding, and the process of stress management is named as one of the keys to happy and successful life in modern society. So this stress management process, this enables us to, this is a key, in fact a key to the happy and successful life in the modern society. We have to have some of these techniques enabled in our life so as to cope up with this situation and to make a balance in our work and with stress. How should we make balance between them and how we should cope with it? By understanding the techniques that we follow. Stress management provides number of ways to manage anxiety and maintain overall well-being. There are number of ways how we can tackle with it. So to begin with, stress management techniques. You can see, stress is inevitable in human life. There are two strategies that can help the employees to cope with stress. First one is at the organizational level, and the second one is coping with the strategies at individual level. Individually also, a person, not necessarily who is always at organization or who is working, can have stress. Individually, if you talk to a student, he is in stress. If you talk to a housewife, she is in stress. Everybody has some or other type of stress. So coping with the stress at individual level and then coping with the stress at organizational level. Both the techniques are different ones. Now, the first one, coping with the stress at organizational level, we have certain techniques that I will tell you. First one is organizational role clarity. That is, we should have the clarity of the role. What role we are playing at the organization? What is our role? What work we have to do? Is that clear to us or not? People experience stress when they are not clear about what they are expected to do in the organization. After entering in the organization, when they are workloaded with different roles, they come under stress. So before entering an organization, you should be clear with your role clarity. The second one is job redesign. Job may be a source of stress to many of the individuals. Properly designed jobs and work schedules can help to ease stress and the individuals in the organization. So job should be redesigned in the way that suits you. If it is the type of job that doesn't suit you, of course you will be under stress. So it should be in the design or in the manner that suits you. So before entering an organization, we should also understand the job design of it. Then we have certain stress management programs that helps us in coping with organizational stress at organizational level. It aims at identifying the relevant organizational stresses and thus to reduce their effect by redesigning, relocating workloads and improving the supervisory skills, providing more autonomy to job variety. That means if we want to handle this stress management, if we want to overcome with this stress, we have to undergo certain stress management program that will help us in improving ourselves, improving our skills and providing more autonomy, or it can also show us various paths to different job varieties that suits us, and according to it we can work on it. Then we have various collateral programs like the personal wellness programs initiated by many institutions and many organizations. Wellness program, we can attend that wellness program. It helps for health promotion programs and career development programs and counseling programs and other kinds of programs that is held for the well-being of the employees. Even the organization themselves, for their own employees, they held certain type of wellness programs. Time to time, they are holding this type of wellness program in which all the working people of that organization can attend that wellness program. It is initiated by some persons who are very much adapted to this, and they give certain techniques for how to coping up with stress. Then we have supporting organizations which are at present kept hidden. When you enter in the organization and when you face this situation, you come under stress. So this supportive organization climate should be there so that you can handle the situation, you can handle with the organizational stress and cope with it. Then there are counseling programs also help. Counseling even in the school which is an organization, we can help all counseling program for the students, counseling for the teachers, and even in the organization there are counseling programs. Counseling, that means a discussion of a problem by a counselor and with a view to help the employees mental health and release emotional tension. So you can attend the counseling program and we can certainly get some or other solution from this counseling programs for coping up with the organizational stress at our level. So this was all for organizational stress. The next slide, sir. Now we have the other one, that personal stress. How can we overcome with this? Simple techniques. The personal stress that we, apart from the organizational stress, the individual stress I can say rather. Individual stress, there are many techniques that we can overcome. The first one you can see the relaxation. And have you ever found a situation like this, sitting like this? No. But we should all, from time to time, find out a situation like this where people can relax while on job. While on job, a popular way of resting is to sit quietly with closed eye for 10 minutes every afternoon. Take a relax, and that will definitely give your mind a relaxation. The next one, sir. Next slide. Then we have time management. A very important technique. We should make a list of the important things to do every day. It is often recommended for managing stress. One popular approach to time management is to make a list every morning of the things to be done that day. The prior concerns, the important things should be jotted on a list that should be given priority to that day. So that is obviously that will help us to manage our time and to cope up with the stress. Then the next one we have the role management. The role management, under this, the individual works to avoid overload, role ambiguity and role conflict. For example, if a worker does not know what is expected of him, he should ask for clarification from his boss. A worker should accept extra work if he feels that he would be able to do that. So role management should be there. Each one of us are very much aware of our own caliber, what we can do and what we cannot do. So if we accept the work that is not possible for us, that which we cannot do, that is not in our role, then that is an extra work for us, that is an extra load. And until and unless we talk to our boss, our boss about it, we clarify about it, we will be under pressure. So role management again plays an important role to handle the technique of stress. Then the next one we have, and we all are aware of it, that is meditation. Meditation plays a very important role. Another way to reduce stress is meditation. It is a thing that each one of us should adopt in our life. It's 30 minutes of meditation. If you are not having that much of time, at least devote 15 minutes for meditation, and it works wonders. It works wonders. It does something. You can just experience it in life. You can just check it out. Because meditation has its own benefit. Not only physically, but it soothes us mentally also. If even giving 15 minutes for meditation can relax our mind. So meditation is another way to reduce stress, and it can be adopted by everyone. It can be adopted by everyone at work, students, teachers, housewives, any person, any of us can have this meditation, and it is an important technique. Then we have the another one, that is support group. Here the next slide, sir. Support group are the person who can support us. They can be our family members, they can be our friends, they can be any person whom we can share our feelings with, whom we can talk with, whom we can express our stress with, whom we can just share everything we want to tell to them. It will make us lighter. Lighter not in weight, but lighter in stress. So, talk as much as you can. Share it with your family and friends. They are the support group who will help you to reduce the stress. Then we have the exercise. Exercise can be a key central method to compensate for stress. We do not have time for exercise, but exercising 15 minutes a day, whether in the morning or in the evening, whenever you get a time, it develops a chemical in our body. I don't remember the name. I think it is euphorin or something like that. It develops, and that helps us to manage our stress. After exercising, a chemical hormone is secreted in our body, which is namely euphorin, I don't remember, but that helps to compensate the stress. So exercise is also important in some way or other in handling with the stress. So the next one is, with this I think almost we have come to the end of this slide, and here I will just once again explain the benefits of stress management. Benefits of stress management is, after learning these things, after knowing about these things, what are the benefits of stress management? What are things we benefit? Most important skills we can never learn is the right way to manage stress. How the benefits is, after learning this, we will know how we can rightly manage our stress. Once the skills are in place, once we know what skill we should adopt, what is beneficial for us, then we will find that our mood becomes more stable. Our mood becomes more stable when we apply this. Then thoughts become clearer. We are able to think clearly. In a stressful mind, we can never make good decisions. We cannot think properly because we are stressed. We are under pressure. So, somewhere or other, when we try to manage our stress, we can think clearly. Thoughts become clearer. Relationship improves. So, ultimately, when someone or other is in stress, there it creates distraction to the relationship also. Whether it is with your spouse, whether it is with your children, whether it is with your students, whether it is with your family members. So, when we adopt the techniques of stress, some way or other, it brings improvement in the relationship. Relationship improves, and the risk of illness diminishes. Ultimately, which enables, which gives us energy to tackle up with the stress. So, healthy diet, and the other thing is sleep well. Sleep well, that means 6 to 7 hours of sleep is very necessary to recharge our mind. So just as can have least stress. So 6 to 7 hours of sleep is also necessary to cope up with the stress. When you get up after this sleep hours, you can find yourself refreshed. You can find yourself in a situation when you are breathing very fairly. So these are all some simple techniques which we can adopt in our life to manage this stress, and I hope I have given or I have told you and I have reached in your mind with some or other techniques which you are going to start today itself, because the stress is seen on everyone's face. Rather, I am also in stress. Last night I couldn't sleep, and today I am in eustress because I am free from the work I was overworking. So with this, I have come to the end of this session. Thank you.
मैडम ये चीज क्लियर कर दीजिए, लंच के बाद बोले 10 मिनट स्ट्रेस रिलीज करने के लिए शांत रहना, लेट कर दीजिए। कब मौका है?
मौका निकालिए सर।
अच्छा, कैसे
मौका
निकालें?
निकालना पड़ता है अपने आप ही।
अरे एक मिनट निकालना पड़ता है ये चीज। खाना के लिए 10 मिनट नहीं, वही 10 मिनट आएगा तो 5 मिनट पहले क्लास में आना।
क्लास में आके 10 मिनट आप रेस्ट कीजिए। क्लास में आके
रिलीज
10
कहाँ पर
मिनट
करेगा? रास्ते में आने